What if I told you that many workers in Jamaica are still being paid below the law, even after the minimum wage increase? Not because they agreed to it, but because they don't know what the current minimum wage actually is. Let's break it down clearly. What is the minimum wage in Jamaica, who it applies to, and how to know if you're being paid correctly? What is the minimum wage? The minimum wage is the lowest amount an employer is legally allowed to pay a worker under Jamaican law, set by the government under the Minimum Wage Act. No employer can legally pay less than this amount once the worker is covered by the law. As of the current minimum wage order, the minimum wage is $16,000 per week based on a 40-hour work week. That works out to $400 per hour. Who is covered by minimum wage? The minimum wage applies to most workers in Jamaica, including full-time workers, part-time workers, temporary workers, domestic workers. If you are working and being paid wages, you are very likely covered. If you work fewer than 40 hours, your pay should be calculated hourly. Examples: if you work 20 hours, you would receive 20 times $400 equals $8,000. If you work 30 hours, you would receive 30 times $400 equals $12,000. What if you work more than 40 hours? The minimum wage covers your first 40 hours. Any additional hours are overtime and should be paid according to your contract or your workplace policy. Remember, minimum wage is the legal minimum, not the maximum. Some of the common ways workers get underpaid are being paid less than $16,000 for a full 40-hour week, being told training pay with no end date, no payslip or breakdown of wages, working full-time hours but labeled part-time, cash payments with no records. These are red flags. Your payslip should show hours worked, hourly or weekly rate, gross pay, deductions if any, net pay. Even if you're paid cash, you still have the right to transparency. If you are paid below minimum wage, you should do the following. 1. Keep a personal record of hours worked. 2. Ask your employer for clarification. 3. Gather proof of payment. 4. Contact the Ministry of Labor and Social Security, MLSS. You do not need a lawyer. The ministry can investigate and assist. Even if you agreed verbally, the law still protects you. If this video helped, like, share, and subscribe so more Jamaican workers know their rights. Don't just work hard, work smart. Know your rights, Jamaica.